football weather in Warrensburg as we head into November and the 9th game of the 2014 season. For the second week in a row, the Mules are playing a team whose record doesn't really look good on paper, and UCM has actually never lost to Lindenwood. Let's see how this one turned out. Mules defending a 6-2 record and 5-game win streak, their best since the 2010 season. Lindenwood is just 1-7 on the year. A little deja vu from the Central Oklahoma game 2 weeks ago. Second play from scrimmage for the visitors, and Jason Venkus stops the play before it gets anywhere. 6-yard tackle for loss. Lindenwood nets -6 yards in its first possession. UCM with the ball about 3 minutes into the first quarter. Quarterback Hayden Hawk hits a diving Anthony Kirkwood. Great catch. First down Mules. Now UCM has to punt this away, but the Lindenwood returner actually kicks the ball while trying to scoop it up. And to add injury to insult, running back Levance Taylor comes out of nowhere and just flattens the Lindenwood player. The sound of contact and reaction from the crowd make it that much sweeter. Lions fumble the ball there, and Kirkwood recovered it for UCM. Lindenwood gets the ball back after the Mules miss a field goal, but then UCM turns the tide. Kenny Mings gets some air, comes down with the interception. He picks up 17 yards, down to the Lions' 12-yard line. With about 6 minutes left in the opening quarter, UCM is first on the scoreboard. Handoff to Ray Harris. He dives through the line. Touchdown Mules. Capitalizing on the interception, UCM up 7-0 on Lindenwood. Let's take it to the second quarter. 1st and 10 at the Mules 44. Hawk hits Ian Tolson, and UCM is into Lindenwood territory. Mules work their way down to the 22-yard line. Hawk scrambles out of a tackle, gets off a pass. It's Tolson again. He takes that one in for the score. 13 plays, 91 yards for the Mules, and with 7 minutes until halftime, it's 14-0 Central Missouri. The defense wants to get in on the scoring before the break. Ball goes right through the hands of the Lindenwood receiver and into the hands of UCM defensive back Connor Smith. Sam Smith throws a great block. Connor takes the ball 53 yards the other way for a pick 6. Mules now leading 21-0. Lindenwood gets on the board before halftime, but heading into the locker room, Central Missouri leads 21-7. Third quarter now, 1st and 10 for the Mules at their own 12. Handoff to Taylor. He cuts up the middle, goes 42 yards toward the end zone before being brought down just past midfield. A few plays later, it's Taylor again. This time he weaves his way through traffic, stiff arms the tackler, and runs out of bounds at the Lindenwood 11. Taylor gets the Mules in field goal range. Will Mondragon hits one from 26 yards out. With 10:32 on the third quarter clock, UCM is up 24-7. Next possession for Central Missouri. The offense trying to convert on 3rd down and 6 at its own 49. Hawk hits Andrew Baker near the sideline. Baker loses his defender, and no one else is anywhere close to him. Baker scores on the 51-yard route. Mules now lead 31-7. Lindenwood scores again. We move into the fourth quarter with UCM up 31-14. Half the field in the shade now as Mondragon lines up for another field goal. This one is good from 21 yards away, 34-14 UCM. As the rest of the final quarter plays out, the Mules' De'Aaron Rhodes grabs another pick 6. Hawk and Tristan McClellan play catch on a 71-yard score, and the Lions put 2 more touchdowns on the board, but that is not nearly enough. Central Missouri beats Lindenwood 48-28. That's 6 wins in a row for the Mules.
It feels great. I mean, it's the best feeling in the world to keep rolling, and you know, like we cannot play our best game and we still win, so it's great. It's a great feeling.
The way we started the season, 1-2, all that you had worked for and everything, it's really a challenge to keep up as a, you keep your head up as a staff and as a team because we do have high aspirations, and you can really let some of those games beat you again, and really haven't seen anything out of that in terms of our players, and everybody's just really gone to work each week and tried to get better, and so that's the exciting thing about coaching these guys and the guys that I have on my staff.
In the stats, UCM and Lindenwood were pretty even in all the important offensive categories, but the big difference was on turnovers. The Mules grabbed 6 interceptions and gained 179 yards off those Lindenwood mistakes.
Yeah, it's very impressive, and we knew that was their forte, was was throwing the football, and it starts up front, making the quarterback uncomfortable and making him feel like he's got to rush to get the ball out, and then just playing really sound in the secondary, and that's what happened. A lot of those were balls that hit our kids. They were just in a good spot, and so like I said, it starts up front, and I thought our defensive coaches really had a good game plan against these guys, because they do have some skill kids that make you nervous, and so we did a great job of really containing them and taking the ball away at opportune times.
With just 2 games left in the regular season, UCM has a 7-2 record and is tied for 3rd place in the MIAA football standings. Next up is a trip to Pittsburgh, Kansas, and winning out the final games could be huge for Central Missouri.
It's very important. If we want to make a shot and go to a championship, we gotta win them both. So we gotta make the winning streak 8.
Following the win over Lindenwood and his 2 interceptions, senior DB Connor Smith was named the MIAA Defensive Athlete of the Week. For UCMathletics.com, I'm Katie Smith.